Well, welcome back to my KC Live. And guys, we are so lucky today to be talking with interior designer Helen Austen. And we're kind of breaking down 3 components that are really important when it comes to design. So thank you so much for being here today.
Happy to be here.
Absolutely. All right. First things first, we're going to take a look at this beautiful picture that we're seeing on the screen right now. Where did you start when you were designing this kind of space?
Okay, so we always start with function. Function is the foundation of every great design. So you want to ask yourself, what are we going to do in this space? What activities are intended to happen here? So in here we have a dining room, which you need obviously a certain number of chairs for entertaining, stuff for all the stuff that you entertain with. And then on the far end, you actually see a library, and it's an office. You can't see around the corner. There's a desk with a computer that's hidden. That's actually an office space.
That's amazing. So it's got 2 kind of main roles in there a little bit.
It has 2 main roles, but they flow together just seamlessly.
Okay, so then what would you say we need to consider next?
Okay, then it's mood. So in any space you want to ask yourself, like, what kind of feeling do I want to have when I go into this room? Some rooms we want like high energy. We want to feel awake and vibrant, and in some we want to feel cozy and a little moody.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually have a mix of that in this. So in the dining room we have white walls, lots of art, a lot of fun stuff, and then in the library here we have the warm and cozy, a darker hue of blue, and it just gives those feelings that you want when you're like consuming a good book.
So what would you consider the mood to be for your dining room / office space?
So in the dining room, it's high energy, a lot of fun art. We have white walls, so the art really pops. And of course, that's great for entertaining. And then on the other end, in the library and office, it's cozy and warm, and it just feels right for a good book.
Oh, absolutely. I would definitely want to go in there and just crack open a good book. All right, so then how do you make sure then it's all cohesive and it's all going together?
This is harmony, and this is the piece where I think a lot of people really struggle. So harmony is making sure everything works together, it flows. This has to do with scale, this has to do with color, pattern, and this is often when you really want to work with a professional like myself, because it is the art side of design. There's a science to it because we do have certain numbers and scale that we can tell anyone to do, and it does apply, but the art side is the harmony. And how does it all work? So in this room, you can see where things flow. It actually opens up into the foyer, which is this floral wallpaper that you see right now.
Which is gorgeous.
Yeah, so you have this fun, vibrant entry. You have the dining room that has this really great feeling. And then you have the kind of more restful, fun, moody, expressive library and office, interestingly. So it works out really well.
I do too, because you have like that very colorful wallpaper, and then you take those bold colors and everything. You're talking about the harmony. It all comes together.
Right, and it flows, but every space is different. Because when you have a lot of, especially open floor plans, but even ones that flow into each other, you want to designate each space. So that's that kind of harmony too as it goes along, and it can be really tricky.
Yeah, which is why we need to reach out to you. So guys, to learn more, you can absolutely visit Helen's website at helenaustin.com, and that's Austin with an E-N, to schedule your complimentary discovery call today.